So today, I want to talk about reading, but of a different variety.
As I've stated before in this podcast, I can't read.
That's right.
But comics, on the other hand, are a different story because they got pictures.
That's true.
Ooh. You know, there are some comics out there, John, that actually don't have any words.
Ooh.
Good gasp.
But no, do you have any fun comics that you've read? Any ones that sort of stick out in your mind? Because I got two that I really like. One of them is Star Wars: The Old Republic, which follows follows a Padawan that gets wrapped up with like corruption in the Jedi Council and all this kind of stuff.
What? Corruption in the Jedi Council?
It's really cool. Okay, because it actually takes place around the Darth Malak and Darth Revan era. And if you know anything about Darth Revan, I'll tell you that they actually cover his face so you don't see it.
Huh.
Anyone who knows anything about KOTOR and the Knights of the Old Republic, you'll know why.
You mean the best BioWare game ever made?
The best BioWare game ever made, yeah. And I'll also talk about the comic book Pride of Baghdad. So our local comic book shop here in Annapolis, Third Eye Comics, we've mentioned that before. They had they had a comic there that the owner there, Steve, he was just like, hey man, listen, if you're looking for a good comic, you're looking for something that'll like make you cry, I totally suggest this. And I was like, all right, well, what is it? He was like, it's Pride of Baghdad. It's about it's about a zoo that during all the combat and war and bombs and stuff that happened in Baghdad, lions get out. And they're just roaming around war-torn Baghdad. And it personifies them, and there's so much character development, and it's like beautifully drawn. It's just a very, very good story. But it is a tearjerker. I remember I was working. It was a very, 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 very slow weekend at the bank where I worked, and I was reading, and I just, at the end of it, just put it down and just cried. It's so emotional. Awesome book. Excellent comic book.
Nice.
I have a similar experience also from Third Eye. The guy was like, because I was getting the Killing Joke, the Batman comic, because I just wanted to give it a try. And the guy at the desk was like, "You like Alan Moore?" I was like, I'll dabble with anything. He's like, "Okay, you need to get these books." And he handed me 3 books. And it was the Alan Moore run of The Swamp Thing.
Oh, man.
That's a good one, yeah.
To this day, I have never read something that seemed so ridiculous and campy, at the same time absolutely terrifying, and just you made you want to cry. Like there was this one point where Swamp Thing goes to hell and he finds his wife's soul, but he also has his mortal skeleton from when he was a man. And it was like at one point all these devils attack him, and he has to decide whether to bring back his wife's soul or leave the rest of his humanity in the hells. It was like this weird, just emotional roller coaster.
God, I love that stuff.
Man, I had no idea that was a recommendation from Third Eye, John. You would talk about Swamp Thing all the time.
Yeah.
My wife got me a gift that I will never be able to outdo her on. She got me a signed Swamp Thing poster of art that was done for the Alan Moore run.
No way.
It's not a poster you can just go to get on Amazon and buy.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Jeez.
Yeah, it's a gorgeous poster. Let's see. Like, this started actually, it was like one of my friends from high school, I remember. He was reading this back in the day, but it was the Sandman comics, and by Neil Gaiman.
Oh, okay.
And so I strictly waited for the anthologies to come out because I hate getting like little small books. I prefer just a giant tome.
The omnibus is the way to go most times.
Oh yeah, so I have them all at this point, at least from the original set. So it's like they're giant books, but the Sandman kind of takes place. If you've never heard of it or read it, it follows Morpheus or Dream, like of the Endless, and the Endless are like the 7 factors of life, I guess, like just to simplify it. Like you have death, dream, desire. Like it just kind of like that. It's personifications of each one, and so you follow Dream most of it, but it also deals with his adventures through different areas. Like he goes into hell, like in certain spots, to deal with Lucifer, and talks with like Lucifer and stuff like that. He deals with the gods of mythology and stuff like that, due to like in the Neil Gaiman universes, most of the time gods are enhanced by worship. So it's kind of like in dreams and stuff like that. Like people, like the gods gain more power that way, so they kind of live in his element.
Nice.
But it's kind of like you follow him and through the whole thing of him being kind of an asshole, because he is kind of an asshole in the beginning, because he's like a very powerful being.
Right.
But it's him kind of learning to be a little bit better about things, because he's very strict to the point, and then he's kind of like, oh, okay, maybe everyone's telling me, like my siblings are telling me to chill out, like Death is like his older sister, because Death come first,
Fair.
And I mean, like, it's so, and she's just like, you gotta chill out. Like,
that's cool.
You're too gloomy.
I'll have to. If you still have that, I'd actually like to read that. That one sounds cool.
Yeah, I got a bunch of them.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. My favorite is the comic book anthology series, The Before, The After, and The In-Between. It was a limited print series that was started by some artists on Tumblr, really dating myself back in my Tumblr days, and one of my favorite artists, still favorite artist to this day, Omocat, who is now the creator of the hit game Amori. So they were present in the comic book anthology, and it was based around the 2012 "the world is ending" panic that happened for like 2 seconds. So that's what it was. That's what it was based on. Before the world's end, after the world's end, and then during the world's end. So what kind of things would happen? And because it's all different artists, like completely different perspectives, it blows my mind. Like the only place you can find copies are like on eBay now. Or I guess if you want to hit me up and sign a blood pack that you'll return it to me, I will lend it to you.
I did that for Jake with Swamp Thing, and then he didn't read it.
You're totally right, and I kind of regret it because I hear a lot of people talk about it.
Well, whenever you want to.
I think I might read the thing Mark's going to give me just to be petty.
Hey, I never said I was going to give it to you.
Oh, dang it!
I know. No, I am protective of these books because they were like $50 a piece.
No,
so.
that's fair.
Yeah, big comic books are not cheap.
No, they're not.
I have not done a lot of comic books. I felt like I did get into a series like several years ago, and it's just escaping me. So I don't get to join a comic book nerd talk, but I do want to get my son into them. I did get in the first couple Avatar comics that take place on the show.
Oh yeah, that's good.
And they're fantastic, and I would love to get more of them.
Yeah.
But yeah. I'm pretty sure there is one comic that I read a while ago that I really loved, and I just can't remember it at all.
I mean,
one I couldn't recommend for Brock to start out on, Berserk. Maybe keep him away from that.
Oh God!
I mean,
what's the eclipse? Oh no!
Oh no! Dad, I want a massive sword. Yes, son.
Okay.
Don't even sharpen it. Make it a big hunk of iron.
I want a wrist shotgun. Guts.
Well, speaking of guts, I feel like somebody's guts are going to be spilled today. And I'm hoping it's Benson's.
That's unkind.
Good luck.
Well, here's the thing. So we ended last episode with One Eye rearing up in order to try and shove Benson off of the top of the Nine Shield Smokehouse. So let's get right into it, because I am dying to see if he can do this.
Benson's very used to fighting things that are stronger than him, so...
Yeah, I know. So, I mean, both you guys are just, like, brick houses. Just slam it against each other.
They're all throw their weapons down and just start punching each other.
like a scene from Baki.
Yeah.
All right, so, here's the thing. He is enfeebled too, which is adding to your chances of not getting shoved.
He's also frightened.
So I think frightened went away, actually.
Yes, you were right.
Okay. But, so you are 5 feet away from the corner. which is why he's positioned where he is, because he has you 5 feet away from the edge, which means that it's the perfect spot for him. So he's strategic about what he's doing here. So, athletics check to shove you. Enfeebled 2, so this will be a -2 to this. That is still going to be a 37.
God damn.
That'll shove.
All right. So go ahead and grab the edge.
Oh, is that a crit? Or is that a...
No, it's
No, I wouldn't think it's a crit.
Yeah, but wouldn't he just go 5 feet?
Yes, but if you see, there's a corner to the southwest.
Oh,
southwest
he's going
of him.
that way.
Oh yeah.
What is the check for the grab?
Reflex.
It's grab an edge, so it is going to be a grab the edge or handhold. You can. It's going to be the climb. It's a reflex save. Sorry, at the usual climb DC.
Well, 15 on the die for a 28.
Or 28. All right, that is a success.
It's only if he has a hand free. If he does not have a hand free, he can only grab it if it's a crit success.
Oh, so that is not so because you have your sword and shield out.
So this guy just pushes me off the thing.
Yep.
Yep.
Baby.
Oh, he might land and kill one of the other guys, though.
So Benson goes down from the top, down from the rooftop.
He didn't even do any damage to me.
No, but the fall will do enough damage. Also, he's very particular about what he's doing here. Okay, so it was 20 feet up, so that would be is that 15 points of damage, Tim? Is that what we figured out?
I don't remember. But
Okay.
that sounds about right. Ignore
right.
the first 5, take the rest.
Right. Okay.
I don't get a reflex save to avoid the damage.
No,
Nope.
no, that's not how it works.
Nope. Unfortunately,
Am I
gravity's
like a cat?
gravity.
He takes bludgeoning damage equal to half the distance he fell, so 10.
Oh,
10.
10. Okay. Okay.
Oh, no.
But you
Or
are
he's still triple digits.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just that he's now prone on the ground next to a sneak, by the way. So,
Yep.
all right. So one eye is going to. All right. So that was a shove. That was his. Was that his first action?
I think so.
Don't remember.
No,
No, I think it was.
Didn't he have to pick
Wait.
up his... Did he have to pick up his
He had to
club?
pick up his
or,
club.
or did he do that at the end of his last turn? I can't remember.
No, because he picked it up and swung, dropped it, and picked it up again. So that was the first action on this turn. Friends and family, if we're wrong, write in, and we won't wreck on it.
Write in and I won't read it.
I'll read it. I'll just be like, whoops.
Put it in comic form.
Put it in comic form. I'll read it then. Don't worry. All right. So he's going to drop his mace or his club, draw out or pick up the bow, and then take a shot at Elko behind him.
He's just got...
Wow.
All right.
He's going to swap back and forth between these for until you go away. This is all he's going to do.
Okay, I'm going to be a nuisance then.
That's fine.
Archer fight.
A whiff. That was a 2 on the die for an 18. So
Wow.
You better stick to the club.
come over here and you can taste it.
No.
Just yelling across the street. No.
Just from the rooftop.
No. Not an idiot.
Elko, it is your turn.
Okay. He's just got to shoot him.
Yeah.
Try like a sweet 360 no scope.
God, no. 34 to hit.
That'll be a hit.
I'm pretty sure it's house rules though. If you hit a 360 no scope, it's an automatic triple crit.
Can I include an acrobatics check with that? Let's see here. That is 26 points of damage.
Oh, man.
Ow.
You know, you gotta shoot like that.
Just the banter.
That's how you shoot an arrow.
Yeah, and he's going to shoot again with minus... 18 on die, though.
Ooh.
So that's a 32 to hit.
32. That's a hit.
Oh, my God.
Beautiful. Dude, like... let's see.
It's very clear what One Eye's forte is, and it's not the bow he has.
Yeah.
You know, I think
that's-
just because you have one eye, your depth perception's a bit
It
fucked.
really sucks, yeah.
This was all part of Benson's plan.
I know, he's just like, because now he has to drop it, pick up it. Yeah, God. 20 points of damage.
20 points of damage. Wow. Oh, God, this is...
Just laying into him.
Yeah,
Like, he's gonna die
One
from
arrow,
Elkwood.
one arrow.
He might.
And it,
I would be
and then at
perfectly fine with that.
And as a free action, he just kind of does the "well, what is it?" from Dark Souls.
Oh, yeah.
He's just,
The arms out.
what is it?
Man,
Come on, man, come over here.
I remember doing that to so many people and just getting reported every single time.
You arrogant little bastard, get out here.
Elkwood fucking takes one shot, does a kickflip on the roof, and then takes the other shot.
Kickflip with the tech deck board of wish.
If you get this on TikTok, it'll go viral. Don't worry.
All right. Sir Benson Black, it is your turn. You are prone on the ground.
Okay, well, I guess I'll stand up. There's a sneak right next to me.
There is. I don't think that they have. There's no attack. There's no attack of opportunity on these guys. Actually.
Good.
Yep.
Okay. I will
He
swing
really
at
wants to.
this.
Trust me.
Oh, no doubt. Swing at this guy in front of me. 19 on the fucking die. Let's
Oh,
go.
you fucking murdered him.
Let me see. That's a 37.
Oh my gosh.
Critical hit.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. All right.
He falls, gets up, and
Oh
just
man.
Just. Do you,
Are
do
you
you
fucking
do you,
serious?
do you stand up with your bastard sword and cleave his penis? Like, what do you do? Jesus.
Right. I mean, I'm never rolling critical damage in this fucking website again. I hate this bullshit so
bad?
much. It's 20 points of damage.
Oh man.
Fuck you.
hey, that's a normal hit.
2d8 plus 6 times 2.
That's bad.
Really? You
Yeah.
think?
Are you sure that's are you sure that was critical?
No, that is. I'm looking
Yeah.
at it. It was a 1
I
and a
see
3
the
on
two
the
times.
die. Yep,
Oh
yep.
man.
I'm never rolling crit damage in this fucking site again.
That's fine.
I love you, Foundry, but you fucked me when I'm on the crits.
I don't like your
Yes.
RNG.
RNG, really? Question mark?
Right.
Maybe in the code there's a little fuck John line.
Where's Orange Jesus when you need him?
Everybody, use Foundry for everything but this. Alright, last attack. Probably going to be a miss for 24.
24 against the. That is just a hit, actually.
Let's
Hey, let's
And you
see
know
this
why?
damage
Kill him.
roll do more damage than that. 14. 14 points of damage in the regular shot.
John, I'll tell you that the reason why that actually hit was because he's frightened from you earlier.
Oh.
Good, I'm still covered in blood. And it's not mine.
Doesn't matter that you fell comically. He's still a little shaken from
I
you.
fell heroically.
You're right. I'm sorry. All right, now it comes to Helgi's turn. So Helgi is in an interesting spot. She doesn't get her pack attack off. She doesn't get any kind of this stuff. Grimshaw, I see you. Are you on the stairs or are you under the stairs?
I am under.
You're under the stairs. Okay.
Because I think Helgi was the one who manacled me.
True, yeah. But she's not going to get her pack attack off. So what she's going to do is she is going to. She realizes you're a little hindered. She's going to just swing on you. All right, she's going to call out to One Eye, and she's going to be like, "One Eye, we need you down here. They're killing us."
That's a lie.
No, they're winning. And she is going to. She's doing all right. All right, so she's gonna. Ooh. Kester's kind of out in the open,
What? No, I'm not.
and he's looking a little. And he's still. You're not.
No, I am. I'm just,
Oh, okay. I was like, are you invisible? What's going on?
No, I'm hiding in the land of
hidden.
make
You don't see me.
believe.
Don't pay attention to the lightning bolts that have been hitting you the past 2 turns.
Yeah, so I think that was the other thought too, was the fact that like she's been getting wrecked from these lightning bolts, so she's gonna take a stride up to you,
Oh, perfect.
and then she's going to reach out and try to strike you with the flail. It's gonna be a 34 to hit.
That's a hit.
Okay, crit.
19 points of bludgeoning damage.
19 points of damage.
And then she is going to strike out again. 20 total to hit.
That's a miss.
Okay, that's a miss. All right, I figured as much. It was a bad roll. Okay. And then the Scarlet Triad sneak. So this is the one that Benson just fucking cleaved really hard.
So fucking hard.
So hard. Yeah, but he's also looking really fucked up now. So, in which case he's gonna be like, "I'm gonna go to where Helgi's going," in that voice exactly. So he's gonna go here,
You cowardly slut.
and then he's gonna take it. Might as well take another stride back here.
Oh, man.
So
he's
it's
hiding.
gonna go up and try to, not flanking, but he's sort of like kind of cutting Kezra off. And then he's gonna take one strike out with the rapier.
Damn, why Kezra?
Because
Poor
they
Kezra.
realize they can't do shit against either me or Tim.
Yep,
Yeah.
25 to hit.
Miss.
Wow. Okay. Wait, is that because of your dragon blood,
No.
or is that normal AC? Oh wow.
It's my normal AC right now because I drank a potion before the fight. Or
That's what it was.
my
Okay.
first,
All
my
right.
first round of the fight.
Oh, you're abusing performance-enhancing drugs.
I am.
Kezra's doing steroids.
Kezra's like, damn right I am.
I'm winning. What are you talking about?
I'm drinking synthetic dragon blood.
It's like the real thing.
This. The potion is, I don't know if I said it, but the potion is the Drakeheart mutagen.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah. I do remember that
I
now.
remember.
All right. It is your turn, Kezra.
Okay. Well, Kezra's in a little bit of a pickle.
Wouldn't have to have a blazing dive up your pocket, would you?
Technically yes, but I don't think this is the best time or place to use it.
No, go up and then come right down on one eye and kill him instantly.
I don't think he is the. Wait. How far do you go up?
It's either 15 or 20.
Probably
It's
15.
it's either 15 or 20 feet. I'm technically on the stairs.
Ooh.
That's true. I feel like you could, but
You fly 15 feet straight up.
okay. So not quite. The angle would be a little weird. That's for sure. But
So you would just have to go up the stairs another 5 or 10 feet.
right, and then use it. But
This is a clearly big brain strat, I'm just saying.
Well, here's the thing.
Blazing
but
dive,
The
kill
only
the guy.
reason I'm considering it is because the only high level spell I have over level 1 is a level 5 spell. So I would have to cast it double heightened, which is good.
oh, I mean, yeah.
It's a lot of damage.
It's a lot of damage, and I'm banking on one eye having bad reflex as his worst. As his worst one. You know
I
what?
think I put my money on
'Cause he only has-
intelligence.
I'm gonna
Because he only
try.
has one eye.
Yeah, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna
You're
try.
actually doing this?
I'm gonna do it. I was already considering it, but now I'm surrounded,
know.
and it makes more sense.
All right.
So
right,
I
so you
will step higher up the stairs,
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
and I will cast Blazing Dive. And let's see, it's a 10-foot emanation. So, I'm gonna land
Okay. So
right on the other side of the pillar. So I
Okay,
fly up,
okay,
and,
so-
and then I zoom past his face, and then I land 10 feet away from him in an explosion of fire and chunks of the tower, and roll a reflex save.
all right. So you were correct. His reflex is his worst one.
Yay.
Does that mean it's bad? No, but it is his worst one. So let's say
19 or something.
It's like when a new player asks you, "It's like, what's the dragon's worst stat?" It's like they're
Right.
all good. Don't worry about it.
Hell, this was the best move you could have ever made because I was a natural 1 on one eye.
Oh my god! Actually,
you're
gonna
just
explode
a
him on
light
top.
That's actually awesome.
Oh my
He's dead.
Oh man, so
Let's go, baby, let's go.
Big plays from Kezra.
yeah. Damage.
Only play Kezra knows how to make.
Okay, so I rolled a 28, so double that is 56.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
56 damage of fire and rubble.
Holy shit. Okay, I would like you to please describe your kill.
Let's go, Kezra.
Yeah, so literally this fiery shockwave goes off as he's like staring down Elk with his bow, and Kezra just flies by him, explodes into the top of this building, and like the fire and rubble just blow him off the building over Benson's head.
And that's when Benson thinks, I knew Kezra was giving him the business.
Oh yeah, I gave him the business. Right in his
holy
one
shit.
eye.
That was the business.
God dang.
Code word.
Jesus.
Okay, that was my
one-
last high-level spell.
Damn.
This is-
You know what?
Just
And-
collapse on the tower on top and pretend like you're dead for a little bit.
right? And you know what's funny is if you used it, if you didn't heighten it, it wouldn't have had that kind of damage. But because you had to heighten it,
I had
or
to.
because you had it at that level, yep, that's what did it. Gosh, that's you can't write this. You
Amazing.
can't write this stuff. Just amazing.
Almost
stories
kills
are
you,
real.
and you come back just to say, fuck you.
Oh yeah.
Okay. After Kezra kills One Eye, it comes to Grimshaw at the back of the round.
Grimshaw is going to take a 5-foot step to get within striking distance of Helgi. And, you know, as he's stepping up, like, One Eye is careening off of this tower, hitting the ground. And you see Grimshaw just ever so slightly, looks like he's kind of like flitting out of existence for just a second as he faints Helgi. Oh, I hate this. I hate everything about this.
What would you do?
So it's a natural one on the feint.
Oh.
So that means I am flat-footed to them.
Oh my god.
So I don't flit out of existence. I'm just like, Helgi will never see this coming, as I say out loud.
The most choreographed attack in the game.
Yeah, yeah.
His wind-up animation's like 30 seconds.
And then I just,
blue.
I just strike as normal.
Alright.
Hey, okay, I'm glad. I mean, you know, if I had to get a nat one, it best on the feint because I got a 36 on the strike.
Ooh.
Nice.
That'd be a critical hit on Helgi.
Oh, man.
Let's go.
Oh, that means I'm gonna get my super sneaky damage. The death drinking weapon emanates this negative necrotic energy. In addition to, so 20. Man, I rolled really bad. Is this really all it is? 11, 22.
You want
Look at
to
his
talk to me about that?
23 points of damage on a crit. I rolled a 1, a 2, and a 3.
Ugh.
Welcome to the fucking family. We got a great house on Fuck You Boulevard, and guess what? The roof leaks.
All right. Did you make the DC 5?
Oh, right.
Yep.
I did not even attempt it. And I made it.
You made it. Okay, good.
14 on the die.
There we go. And you have one more action.
Step, feint, strike. That is 3
step,
actions.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. So Grimshaw, I'll say this: at the end of your turn, after Kezra had done that and like hit the top of the building, and you heard it shake. You also heard what sounded like people inside the building,
Oh,
who,
dang.
as the roof shook and and the explosion from up top, you heard them like. Ah! You think that the prisoners are inside the smokehouse.
Oh my gosh. Or is there like a door nearby?
It was boarded up.
there's a door on the east side. But yeah, everything was boarded up though. So
Okay.
So-
On the east side. All right,
Yeah,
so I'm on
so-
the south side right now. So the east side is over by where that sneak is.
correct. Yeah. So,
Okay.
All right.
Benson,
so
hearing
I-
the whimpering, says, "They better not be eating my cured meats." Naomi's protection does not extend to prosciutto.
Just that type of salted pork.
I could go for some prosciutto right now.
Oh yeah, same.
Elkwood, your turn.
Okay. So seeing Kezra, like, it was just kind of like one of those things of you see one eye like shooting at him and stuff like that, and he sees Kezra just zoom up, and it was just kind of like that small wave, kind of like the bye, nice knowing you, as Kezra just fucking destroys him. And so after that, he's just like, well, that job's done. He's going to jump off the roof
Okay.
and head this way.
All right. So you head into the east side of the Night Shield Smokehouse.
So with one action, I feel like I should make it here at least.
yeah, that's fine. Yeah, it's a leap, and yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I should be able to actually make it here. So, with one action. So, he turns, sees the sneak here. He's just like, oh, there's more of you.
All right.
Wonderful. Hunt prey.
Okay.
And he's just going to take a simple shot.
All right. He is still frightened 1, so AC is a little bit lower.
25 to hit.
25. That is a hit.
That's a low roll, but god damn
Let's
it.
be honest, Elkwood never makes a simple shot. I think all of his shots are worth smart.
Every arrow of his curves.
It really does. And 24 damage. No, 16. Sorry, 16 damage.
16 points of damage. Okay. Barely up.
Yeah, God. There was a lot of ones in that. It was 1, 1, 1, 5, and 5.
Oh my god.
Ugh.
Yeah.
It's like, ouch, that hurt.
Yeah. Benson, it is your turn.
Okay, seeing Grimshaw make a feint that would be maybe acceptable on Broadway, I'm going to move here so he gets bonus to his AC.
Yay!
Okay. All right. So you guys are buddying up again, side by side.
Yep, and I'm going to strike out at this lovely slaver dwarf.
Oh, that's very nice of you to say.
First time in her life she's ever been
29.
called lovely.
Oh.
Well, she's not going to get another chance after about 30 seconds. So
It's a hit, my friend.
You think I'm beautiful?
okay, 18 points of damage. Wow, regular shot, 2 points off from a big crit. All right, I'm gonna stop bitching about this. It was not funny anymore.
All right.
And second swing. Oh God. Jesus Christ. 17 on the die for 30 flat.
Wow.
30 flat. That is a regular hit.
Regular hit. 13 points of damage.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
See, I just need to be like John and just roll well, and things will go better for me.
That's all it takes.
Yeah, I know, right? Dude, this
All right.
purple die and my copper die have just been rolling rocks the past couple of sessions.
Okay. So the Helgi is going to. She's going to delay her turn and tell the sneak to get around behind Benson.
Does the sneak really want any of the smoke, Benson?
I was about to say, the sneak's like,
Yeah, boss. I'll do
I'll
it.
get right to that in the next 6 to 10 seconds. I'm sure you'll still be alive.
Goes around, and so he is going to do his 2 attacks on you. You are technically flat-footed because you were
He
not.
doesn't want to attack Grimshaw?
No.
God damn it. Bullshit.
It's going to be natural 20.
All right. Now I'll do one.
It's piercing, right?
Yes, this is the rapier. So
Alright. Pierced elbow. The target drops one item it's holding, determined randomly by the GM.
oh, geez. Okay. Pierced elbow. That fucking sucks. All right. John, roll a percentile, and 51 and up is your blade, and then lower end is your shield.
Okay. Drop my sword.
Dropped your sword.
I was gonna say, if Jake just says I drop my sword instead of my shield, I'm gonna fucking lose my mind. But no dice. Can't get mad at dice.
So let's do some damage here, because holy crap. So mind you, this is going to be sneak attack. It's also going to be the Bloodseeker Beak and all that stuff. So get ready for a good bit of damage here. So that is going to be 21 plus 728, and then plus another 1d4. Hold on. Crits with these guys are brutal. All right, so 20 is 31. All right, so you take 31 points of piercing damage.
All right.
Actually, you only take 20 points of piercing damage as the grace of Milani liberates your movement. Benson, back to me. Let's form up a wall. And I beckon you to step to the northwest so that you are no longer being flanked, and you no longer get a second strike against you.
And that makes it also only 17 points of damage.
Oh, because of your...
Oh, because of your resistance.
Yep. Resistance is low-key overpowered as fuck.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Crit who?
All right, so you kind of moved on the stairs.
No, that's underneath.
Underneath.
Oh, you made him move underneath. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so there's a bit of a... It's very funny fighting around stairs.
Yeah, it is.
I could have made my life as a GM so much easier by saying it was just boards.
Yeah, they're boards. Boarded up.
Could have, in retrospect, I could have just made it way easier on all of us. Okay. So you moved him, you take all that. Oh, you also take some bleed damage there, John.
Okay.
From Bloodseeker Beak. 3 points of persistent bleed damage.
I'm looking really rough. That's a lie.
I was about to say, like...
I don't think you are.
I think you barely taken 80 hits.
It's like, call an ambulance.
Grimshaw, you see this tiny portion of blood next to my shoulder? That's the only blood on my entire body that's actually mine. And I'm fucking covered in that shit.
All right, so in which case that was one action on hit, one action, and then another action to attack. He's going to try to get to the other side of Grimshaw. And so he's going to try to make an acrobatics check to like slide past you, because you were taking up the whole pathway there.
All right, now is that against my fortitude DC? I believe.
I think so, but okay. Kelly might correct me. 29 total.
Oh man, you just barely got
made it. All right, so he takes a little sidestep and squeezes past you. You know the southern thing when, like, you're out somewhere and you're like, oh, just let me slide right past you? That's what he did.
Yeah, you scooch.
Let me scooch right by. All right, in which case, now it comes to Helgi's turn. Helgi delayed her turn until after... let me move her in initiative. Can I just... Oh, I can click and drag? Oh, great. That was fantastic.
Thanks,
right.
Foundry.
Damn. Thanks, Foundry.
Foundry's awesome.
In which case, she is going to take a 5-foot step, and then she is now flanking Grimshaw with the sneak.
Oh God, Grimshaw.
Well, joke's on you, because I was already flat-footed to you.
This is very true.
Which also you could AC for me, so basically negating that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, true.
That's true. 21 to hit.
That means no.
That's a mad no. I assume so. Yeah, I assumed the way you laughed in her face that it was a miss. And then second attack with sweep now. With sweep. 26.
One eye is dead. Throw down your weapons, and maybe you can escape with your life. But I doubt it.
It'd be really beneficial if you actually got hit one of these times. Just saying.
Try harder.
I'm not the one hitting you.
No, I'm saying that to Helgi.
Oh, yeah.
Helgi very, very, very quickly takes her name tag off and then writes Captain over top of her name.
She's an opportunist. Okay.
There you go.
The power vacuum is very quick. Ken, your turn.
Like seconds.
Literal seconds for a new captain.
All right, Kezra.
Yeah, Kezra.
I'm-
Kezra just like stares up at the sky for a second, and just like lets the rain pour on him, and then he kind of like lumbers over to the edge of the stairs, down right there, and they both roll reflex saves as he just starts rain and lightning on him.
Oh god. All right. All right. So I'm gonna roll for the sneak first because he's very close to dead and also like closer to you. So, and he's frightened. So we'll see how this goes. 23.
Fail.
And then for Helgi, she gets a 17.
Critical fail. And I rolled
Wow,
really
really?
and I rolled really well.
Oh boy.
He's just
Okay.
gonna clean up everybody.
Yep. Right. So the sneak takes 20 and Helgi takes 40.
Oh my gosh.
Please describe both of your kills.
Oh shit!
So the sneak tumbles through Grimshaw, getting around his build-a-wall defenses, start taking more swings at him, and then Kezra's shadow just appears from above, and just lightning just strikes the sneak in front of Grimshaw, and then it just like bolts around him and goes like straight into Helgi's eyes. Yeah, I rolled 4 4s, a 3, and a 1 for that electric rock.
Whoa. Oh my gosh.
That sounds like almost illegal.
Yeah, that was pretty sick. 60 damage
okay then,
from
so
electric
what-
arc.
Kezra wasn't around
Why
when they
is Electric
signed
Arc the best
the
spell?
ban against weapons of mass destruction.
It's a cantrip, and it just fucking did 60 points total damage.
Yep.
You see
that's
Kezra
fucking
just like
crazy.
Yeah, that's really wild.
yeah, and Kezra just sits down with his legs hanging over the edge of the stairs and he's just like, I got him.
And Benson will immediately. First thing he does is he runs up to Kezra, gives him a pat on the back, and that was very impressive. And then he runs down to the door for the people.
All right, so the Nine Shields Smokehouse door, like I said, it's all boarded up, but you can hear what sounds like murmuring from people inside.
Grimshaw, give me a hand.
I think I need a hand first as well. And he kind of motions to the shackles on his own wrists.
Elkwood, yeah.
Oh, I can assist. I'm a strong boy.
The door's literally dead right at your feet. There's probably keys.
Oh yeah, I actually checked for keys. That's a good point.
Yes, when I had keys on him.
Okay. Gets the keys. Chuk, chuk. All right, let's bust this door open.
I'm over
But
here.
Benson will very loudly say, "We are a group that came to this town after the raid started. We are here to save you. Please back away from the door."
It's very quiet for a moment, and they're just like, "What? We're manacled to the wall."
I see how that would complicate things. Give us a minute.
Okay, so you guys want to? All right, so you want to try to break it open. Yeah, like I said, it's boards. So just give me some athletics checks to pull the boards off.
Sure.
26.
25.
Not the best roll for Benson, but my athletics is quite good. Where I can never find. There it is.
Yes, it's in proficiencies. It's a
23.
23. All right, you both within like 10 seconds just pull boards off, tearing them off one by one, and you manage to rip off the boards and break down the door. And you see, let me pull
Another
you
slave
over.
or demon.
I'm Bull Butcher 2.
Electric Boogaloo.
Let me pull you guys over to the other map here. One second.
Wow.
It's funny. There's a whole other map, but you don't fight in here, so I don't know why they actually did that.
You don't know that.
Attention to details.
There you go.
Let me go ahead and turn on. Oh, it's really funny. They did not put a door there. I just had to delete a wall. All right, so you guys can see inside of the smokehouse interior. The air in the smokehouse is dry and filled with the odor of fish. Racks of preserved meat, mostly fish, but some pork as well, cover the walls and surround a large fire pit in the room center. You can see that there is a group of 16 prisoners. All of them are manacled in some fashion to the poles or banisters or each other, for that matter. And so all of them just look at you.
Dead meat from is now holding living meat.
Yeah. But they all stare at you, and they're kind of scared at first as you, like, ripped off the boards and kicked it in, and all of a sudden they see both of you in your shining glory, and they're just like, we're being rescued! Praise the gods!
The slavers are dead. You're safe now.
What a woman by an older woman who appears to be clerical in some way. She's played by, who did I say? Julie Andrews.
Oh, snap.
Damn.
So she stands up in place. She's the only one not manacled, actually.
Interesting.
As she stands up, and as she stands up, you can see that she has a butterfly pendant around her neck.
A dreamer.
Yes, actually, she's you believe that too. You believe her to be a cleric of Desna. She stands up and she just goes, I can help them here. I just need to get some supplies. You need to get to the ship right away. I know they have at least 20 or 30 people there.
Everyone in this ship is dead. We took care of them.
No, not the slaves.
Oh, not the... Yeah, I mean, like, the bad guys. We cleared out the ship. They're...
She stared at you in horror for a second.
They're all dead. No.
Not a one survived, and neither will you.
What are you, level 3?
All right, so she looks at you as you say that you've rescued them and that you've killed all the slavers there, and she just drops to her knees and she just says, "Praise the dreamer, praise all the gods. You've rescued us this day, and for that you have my gratitude. For now, work needs to be done. We must tend to the sick and injured. We must tend to the dead. There's no time to waste." And she asks for tools, and she begins helping you undo manacles. So you guys can take your time while you guys are doing this. What is everyone doing? Because this will take obviously a few minutes to do.
Benson is just moving from person to person. His faceplate is up. This has been a horrible situation for everybody. So he is just trying to present a kind, protective face and, moving around as many people as possible, helping them get out, making sure they're okay, tending to as many as he can.
Yeah, Grimshaw takes a similar stance, but he's also... he's freeing people, but he does kind of try to work closer to the cleric, to kind of speak to her as they're going about their work. And he's like, "What time did they roll up?"
It seemed to happen in what felt like a matter of minutes, but I know it's been hours. But this is very, very unlike we haven't had anything like this. This is just a small town. Cypress Point is barely, 50 people. And most of them are transient. Most of them are passing through, or fishermen, coming to sell their wares here in the smokehouse.
Was there anything strange that happened before these people showed up? Did you notice anything out of the ordinary?
No, they came through. I've never even heard of the Genie Smile. We have had ships here before, and they mostly stop to get repairs or take provisions. She points to all the meat hanging around.
Well, it seems that your only weakness was your proximity to Cantargo this day. There's a I've had reports that there's some dark dealings happening out of there that are related to this group. Tell me, have you heard of the Scarlet Triad?
I've only heard of them in whispers, but seeing now what they do here, I'm dreadfully afraid what's been happening in Kintargo. Every time I've gone there, they've welcomed me and perhaps put on a show to hide whatever might be going on, but I know that Kintargo is dealing with a lot.
Yeah, my order, the Crimson Briar, is actually based out of Kintargo. I have a feeling that maybe all might not be as it seems over there. It's strange. I went off to a far-off land in search of the Scarlet Triad, only to find my way back here. Is there any town council or anything that we can speak to about, I don't know, shoring up some defenses? Like, we don't want to leave you all completely helpless. I know there's work to be done here and now, but what can be done in the coming weeks?
As you sort of mentioned something about town council, she just points to herself. He goes...
And by the way, that reminds me, I don't think we've gotten your name.
Oh, Zerlila.
Zerlila.
Spelled Xerelilah. So she sticks her hand out and very quickly shakes your hand and then going back to tell people. Yeah. She's been talking the whole time or she's been working the whole time you guys have been talking.
Yeah, same.
She multitask. It's good.
Yeah. She's a no-nonsense lady, so...
Makes sense.
Benson is going to list off the number of people that they found on the ship, and how many are you missing? Anybody? Is everybody accounted for at this point?
It will take some time to take a head count, but for now, let's make sure everyone is safe and get the corpses as far away as possible. We need to burn them before creatures show up.
I'm going to go back to the ship and rally all the people there and bring them to this town center. Do you think that's a good idea?
Yes, we'll all need to sleep here. And she looks around at the town, and just some of it is just ruined. Some of it was torched, some of it was like wrecked and destroyed. And she's like, "Seems the Nine Shield Smokehouse will endure even more in the coming years."
Well, fear not, because for at least tonight, maybe more for the coming, you will have possibly the most qualified night guards you will ever have.
It is good to have upstanding and stalwart citizens to help us.
Oh, and be sure to spread the word. Stay away from the boathouse. There's some creatures there who are indiscriminately killing all who entered.
Oh, I heard that they were going to set that on fire, so I sent a bunch of children to go check on it.
That's a local orphans to go over there.
I sent all the children.
That Billy, he loves burning things, so just sent him.
Well, the creatures will be well fed.
Right. So we want to make sure that we pay tribute to the local predators. So
we'll pick
maybe
the
children
kids by
will do.
lottery.
See, the funny thing is at that point, like, because you all are helping in there, and then Elk's kind of like on the outside because it's just crowded. Like I would say in that small spot. So he's going to each body. He's basically just stripping what he can from each body, like leaving that, but he is dragging the bodies out to the boathouse, like the corpses.
Oh.
So, like, the entire time, he's just methodically, like, leaves the armor, anything valuable, like, that can be reduced, and just starts dragging them back. Leaves, comes back, and just continues that, and just kind of silently does that, while Vamir kind of probably just eats one of them.
I was about to say, every corpse you gotta fight Vermeer off. Like, stop it! But
yeah, like, but he is just silently doing this, just going back and forth.
Kezra he enters the smokehouse while you guys are like chatting, but he doesn't like stop to pay attention. He just like grabs some meat, and then he walks back out to he just like grabs some meat and starts like chomping on it, and he walks back out into the rain up to One Eye's corpse, and he like looks him up for things that he wants, and before taking any of his loot, he reaches down and he grabs his eye patch and takes it as a trophy.
Cool.
You're a pirate now.
But yeah, Benson at that point will walk out. because Benson looks at Grimshaw and goes, help the lady. And he goes out and sees Elk doing what he's doing, and Benson immediately realizes what's happening. So then he just looks at Kezra and goes, I've got to go rally all the people from the boats to bring them back. Would you like to come with me?
Yeah, Kezra will come with you, that's fine.
It will be easier if we have two people who actually know what's going on, so we can direct them easy. And Benson will just kind of awkwardly look over at you as they're walking. Say, how are you holding up?
Battered and bruised. Could use some rest. But I needed these monsters purged. We need to find out where they came from. We need to find out whose boat that is.
Well, I think you killed whose boat it was.
No, we found what was it? Was it the robe that belonged to somebody else?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, somebody else.
We deduced that like the ship belonged to some aristocrat, right?
Yeah.
So you found the cape, and the cape had a name written on the inseam that was
noble family from Cantargo.
It was a noble family, and I'm stalling so I can get to the name because the name was very important. Stalling so much. Sedrani Varshnastil.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, but I think we determined that there was no, I think I rolled an underworld check on that and nothing came up.
Yeah. You look at the name and you're just like, nah, they're like a noble family, but
seems clean,
there's nothing.
They're just rich assholes.
Still doesn't add up.
But
we need to find this person.
For the immediate time being, I think it would be best for all of us to just take a step back and rest. We've done good work here today, stomping out these vile people. But I've noticed a change in you. And I think... I don't know. I've never been the judge of character that most people think I am. I just want you to know we have done good work here today, and you will always have me at your back. I hope you know that.
I do know that. I'm sorry I blew you off in the gate room. I just don't know if I'm ready to talk about it yet. But
don't feel like I'm trying to get you to say anything now.
The only thing I can think about is vengeance. I don't know where my journey will lead me, but the Scarlet Triad, they are my goal right now.
You want to know something about myself?
Sure.
Every blow, every strike that landed was nothing but fuel to a furious fire. I had to stand in front of his father and accept the fact that I failed. And maybe it's the weakness of my mortal soul, but every time I hurt them, it just makes me happy.
Well, let's use that. Dude, you killed that dragon in 2 hits. That was incredible.
That was so fucking fun.
We haven't had time to talk about that, but that was the craziest thing I've ever seen.
And then the way you dove up onto the roof and killed that dude was so dope.
Dude, you fucking teleported up there, man.
I think there's a career in killing the Scarlet Triad ahead of us.
But yeah, Benson is just checking in with your boy Kezra on the way to the ship, and I imagine we get to the ship and we have to funnel all of these people out.
Yeah. So the people you escort them back to town, and with the Scarlet Triad gone and the mercs kind of they ran. Who knows where they went? Doesn't matter. But and then there's one bloodboar just somewhere.
Oh yeah.
There's the one bloodboar just somewhere. So let's go over equipment and the things that you guys wear, or the things that you guys are gonna get now.
Yeah, because we need to check out that one guy's house. He let us know about his weapons cache and his armor and stuff like that.
Yeah, because I remember that we had talked about you guys when you went into town to get it, but I don't think that you guys actually said that you did. So like,
no, yeah, we never did that.
All right. In which case, you get you remember what it was? It was an adamantine axe and I think it was +1 resilient breastplate or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it wasn't really. The breastplate wasn't useful for me, but Benson wanted to hold onto the axe.
Yeah, I mean,
the axe wasn't a +1, was it, or was it just?
It doesn't say so, but then again, look at that for now because of the fact that adamantine might be +1 like anyway, baseline. But it didn't say so in the book, but there might be a baseline anyway. So you guys can get that off of. Oh my God, there's so many enemies here.
There's so many dead bodies.
So many dead bodies. So One Eye actually only had a +1 striking great club and a +1 short bow. He had a chain shirt, the manacles and stuff like that, but the manacles have the symbol of Scarlet Triad, so maybe don't want that.
Well, it sounds like we got a striking rune. That's worth it.
That's true. Yeah. And arrows, elk. You could easily fill up on your arrows. So you can take his arrows. Except on the fletching, the Scarlet Triad symbol's there, and you're like, damn it!
Just paint over it.
It was like that.
Just dip it in paint.
That one time I bought arrows, just random arrows for my bow, and I got home and I actually looked at them, and on the fletchings was a bunch of "Don't tread on me" snakes.
Oh
my gosh!
Well, I don't care if these get lost.
Right. Oh God. Okay, so that was that. The Scarlet Triad sneaks and thugs. They had the usual rapiers, and the thugs had the flail, the +1 flail, and all that. I don't think that they had anything else of note. Javelins, chainmail, nothing magical though. But so we can handle that. We can handle the rest of that off air though. So the day comes to a close, and I imagine you guys sort of help everyone out, dragging bodies and making sure that everyone is like good and bandaging wounds and stuff like that. A lot of the prisoners they were beaten up. They have like black eyes, and some of them might have like broken fingers that the Scarlet Triad was like doing to like keep people in line. So they're clearly like traumatized right now. They were just a peaceful little fishing village, and these assholes showed up. So
yeah, basically like every 10 minutes, Grimshaw is able to do a lay on hands. So
it's
kind of like
the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So after a few hours of everyone like cleaning up and stuff like that, they do take to the meat, and so they start preparing like stews and stuff like that, and just start like handing food out. And as the 4 or 5 of you are sitting together, Vimir's pecking away at what might be the arm of some guy. I don't know.
Well, I think it'll be sensible enough. There's a dead blood boar there.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
So he's just chomping on a big piece of liver, maybe. I don't know.
So while the town is recovering, and all of you are sitting around inside the smokehouse, and you're eating just delicious salted porks and fish and all this kind of stuff.
Benson used some of that hot chili oil. Make it.
Yeah, exactly. Zerlila stands up, and she has a decanter. And she's got her hair up as she was working really hard, and she's like, she looks exhausted, but she's like empowered by like the freedom that she has now, because being a priest of Desna, freedom and luck really fuels her faith. And so she stands up and she goes, "Today is a day to show that nothing can hold us back. Freedom will return to us. And she points to all of you and she goes, even if we're simply lucky, and noble men and women come to our aid, we will return to safety and freedom once again. Please give a round of applause and show your appreciation to the heroes of Cypress Point. And the group of 40 or 50 people just start clapping. Woo, 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 woo. And so people come up and they start showing their appreciation now that things have like calmed down, and they come up and they're, come up and start asking you, like, how'd you get here? Like, what are your names? What do you do? And they start like talking you up. Some of them are asking for like tales of adventure that you guys have. So you guys can take some time to sort of talk to people if you would like.
Influence another town. Yes. We are the heroes of this town now.
That's one of the things that I love about like Pathfinder scenarios is like every chapter is like I'm a hero of a new town. Every single one.
Yeah, this is something that's like Grimshaw is not used to. He's used to more subterfuge and working behind the scenes. So to kind of have like some sort of like public praise and stuff like that, he's pretty awkward.
Yeah, I would say Elk's kind of the same way. Like at this point, just because of like after everything from Breach Hill and stuff. But one thing that was noticed, did she notice what he's wielding?
Oh, right.
Since she is a cleric of Desna.
Yeah. I mean, she didn't have much time to talk just because she's a woman of action, so she just got right to it. So now that things have like
he was outside.
Yeah. So when things have calmed down and she does notice that, she just goes, "Oh, is that a? Oh, I see it's done in the style of the Dreamer. That's nice. Where'd you get that?"
Oh. And he kind of takes it out. And you see, she kind of shows the shimmering of it, and all the stars kind of dancing. Oh, I got this from the Ukaj elves.
And she sort of cocks her head at that. She goes, "The Ikuje."
Yes.
I'm going to roll a check here. Yeah, she kind of goes, "Oh, there's the jungle elves."
Yes, from the Bawangi.
Wow, you've traveled quite the ways.
Yes, in a way we have. But
and as she's sort of talking, she sort of trails off as her eyes sort of catch the fact that there's like stars inside of this. As she just looks at it, she just goes, This isn't a replica. This is the real thing, isn't it?"
Who am I to say? And just kind of like he's just spinning it slightly, kind of creates like a glow, unearthly glow, kind of like coming out of it and stuff.
Yeah, she just kind of like she holds it very gently. She takes it from you, and she just kind of like.
Resist.
That's right. She takes it and she's looking at it, and she just goes, "You gifted by the Dreamer. What? You have done great things. This is simply magnificent. I can't be luckier than this moment to be holding something so powerful." She's clearly just in awe right now.
Well, I'm glad that I was able to give you some reprise, but I mean, as far as I know, I'm not that much of a learned man of religion, of anything else, but it is quite a fascinating weapon. It has brought us here.
She sort of looks at you like quizzically, because like something so literally from the Dreamer herself, as she just goes, "There seems to be a struggle within you to not weep while holding this. If you do not worship, I encourage you to dream a little more."
Well, it's what I try to do, at least. But sometimes they turn to nightmares. This brings me some sort of peace.
Good. And she sort of nods at you. You guys sort of have this connection, and you sort of trail off, and she begins talking about, her faith and trying to preach to you, but also just like in reverence almost.
Yeah.
Grimshaw, as you and Benson are sitting next to your weapons and your shields and stuff like that, you guys were the men of action. You were the front line of this, and so people are coming up to you asking stuff. Benson is clearly taking the stories, but one guy comes up to you. I will show you a photo because this is an NPC with a picture. So this guy.
Striking features.
He has very, very striking features. So so he's got he's got like sort of short, shaggy hair. These eyebrows completely on fleek. But he's got these striking green eyes and this striking green lip ring, like right in the center. But he has these slightly pointed ears. And his skin is sort of, it's like it's tan, but also somehow like grayish almost. It looks like he's like some kind of half elf. You're not too sure. But go ahead and make me a perception check as he approaches you. You guys.
All right. Ooh, baby, that is not good. That is only a 21. It's only a 21 from my Greenleaf Geek perhedral D20.
Well, luckily, that is enough for you in particular to know that this is actually what appears to be a half human, half fetchling.
Oh, no way. Oh, my gosh.
Wow, okay.
And he approaches you all, and he's standing very modestly. He has almost like clerical robes on.
Yeah.
And he has some like spiked like armbands that are sort of like holding his sleeves on. And he approaches very, very modestly, very nobly. And he just sort of does like a nice respectful bow to you all, and he just goes, "I'm Helica Shadeborn. It is good to meet you all. I can't thank you enough for what you've done here today." He's played by Jeremy Renner, by the way.
Oh, sick.
Okay.
That's good.
Like
That's good.
Man, why don't you give him a bill?
A young Jeremy Renner.
Young Jeremy Renner, yeah. And so he sort of looks at you all and he just says, "You are all of noble purpose. Sorry." And he sort of strokes his chin and he's trying to like think of what to say. He just goes, "I am a diplomat from Nidal."
Oh. My gosh.
I was going my way to Contargo when I was captured by the Scarlet Triad. I was simply passing through when they busted in and took me out of my tavern room. Would you happen to be going to Contargo as well? I would appreciate I don't want to ask for an escort, but it is what it is. There will be payments, of course, but it would be convenient, if anything.
Yeah, Grimshaw pipes up, and he's like, kind of giving like a knowing look and saying, "For one touched by the shadow, I will walk with you not 1 mile, but 2.
Oh, and he sort of kind of like glances back and forth. Maybe a perception check, just to like sense motive on that.
Oh, baby! Once again, that Greenleaf Geek dice. 19 for a 31.
31. That is more than enough to know that he seems to try to hide that. He seems to try to hide that. Now, I want you to roll me a society check.
Okay.
This is specific to Contargo.
All right. Oh, baby, I can't even make this up. Did I mention that Greenleaf Geek, if you enter code Dragon Punch, what's Dragon Punch or Dragon Punch Squad? Pretty sure it's Dragon Punch Squad. You get 10% off at checkout because that is a nat 20, baby, for my society roll.
What?
There we go. So you know that there's a lot of tension between Nidal and Kintargo. And so him being a diplomat, he very much wants to not startle anyone by being of Kyle descent. And so him being a diplomat, he very much wants to come off as, very noble and, very respectable and stuff like that. And so he was sent specifically because he just has this sort of demeanor.
So I think, like, noticing his unease, he's like, peace, brother. I won't mention it again. But my offer stands as it was before. You want to go 1 mile? I will go with you too.
Well, I appreciate it. Being a representative of the Umbral Court can set people on edge, so it's good to have someone around as noble as you all. I'm just worried with what's been happening in Ravano and Kintargo that me showing up alone might rub people the wrong way. So, if you're willing to go with me, I would appreciate you walking with me through the gates to show that I did not come with hired guards. I came with a noble escort. It would look good optically,
It is quite fortunate because I actually am from Kintargo. Have you ever heard of the Order of the Crimson Briar?
I can't say I have. I have only been once before, and I was an apprentice diplomat at the time, so we were mostly stuck to our tavern rooms and the meetings and the hearings. Boring, really, but necessary.
I see.
However, if you're willing to escort me to Kintargo. It would mean the absolute world to me. If you require any healing, I am blessed in that way.
If you don't mind me asking, what is your business in Kintargo? You said you're some sort of diplomat.
Yes, I'm a diplomat for the Umbral Court in Nidal. I'm there to smooth things over. Sending a newly previously someone who graduated from an apprentice would sort of put them at ease. They're not sending their highest diplomat to argue things. They're sending me in order to smooth things over.
Would I know anything about, like, what he's referring to about quote-unquote smoothing things over?
Yeah, so you know that the Umbral Court is not favored by many people, especially with some of the things that had happened in Kintargo. Kintargo is coming out from a lot of things from, its past with Cheliax and stuff like that. Nidal being the people that famously worship Guzan-Kuthan doesn't really come off well when you're trying to, like, remove yourself from powers of evil that enjoy
Hellraiser like torture.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's really his thing, is that he's there to just be like, hey, we're cool, right?
We're cool guys. You don't have to pour barbed wire wrap around you.
Yeah, I guess what I'm getting more at is, like, Kintargo seems like they're kind of dealing with their own stuff right now. Yeah. So are they actively looking to, like, make alliances with other nations? Like, is that, like, a sentiment that I would know about?
It is something that was talked about before. Kintargo, like I said, is coming off from a lot of things. You being there, you know that there's a lot of stuff happening in the underworld. There's a lot of stuff happening with, like, crime, and like I said, coming off from being a part of Cheliax and slavery being outlawed. There's a lot of stuff that they're trying to recover from. And so yes, they are making alliances. And so. It's pretty much two countries that were not a fan of each other and are now trying to make amends, but it's like hugging with barbed wire. It's just it's really, really difficult. It's really touchy. But so he offers this, or he offers to heal you guys if you decide to walk him to escort him to Kintargo. I will say, I will reckon that it is not a week; it is a 3-day walk. So
okay.
So. 3-day walk, and you guys will be there. But he does offer to heal you. If anything happens. He looks around and he goes, "You guys are oddly missing a cleric. That's so strange."
So weird.
Funny you should say that.
We've been fine so far.
Can Benson do something at this point?
Sure.
Benson will go to the center of the smokehouse where all the people are, and he will simply say, "I do not have much time with you, but I would give you all a boon. Give me any man, any able-bodied person among you. Come to me for the night, and I will aid you in your defense. Come, who will be guards of Cypress Point?"
A few of the able-bodied fishermen and local out-of-town farmers sort of stand up. They go, We're tired, but we can still do stuff.
Well, being tired on duty is going to be a very normal feeling. Come with me. I will give you the basic ideals of weapons, armor, defense, and you will be the men that stand on the walls so those in this town can sleep safely.
Kezra chimes up from
whatever.
Kezra chimes up from the back, and he's just like, "Yeah, and you can defend yourselves next time."
There's the Kezra we know.
There he is.
There he is.
Delilah just stares daggers at you.
Bunch of fishermen got taken over by mercenaries.
So,
there you go.
rough
Just like
number,
looks
how
at the guy
many?
next to him, and he's just like, "I mean, we didn't have to walk through a portal today to this part of the world." Just saying.
She kind of cocks her head and she goes, "Walk through a portal?"
Yeah, remember that whole touching moment you had at the Elkwood about, this weapon bringing us to you? Yeah, he meant that literally.
He's just over there, just he's just whittling right now, just looking over it. Oh God, my God.
She looks at Elkwood and she goes, "Can I see it?"
No.
You want to see the portal?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see a harm in it, to be honest. It's just the portal. Like, she can't
Yeah, it's not like she has
activate
the
it.
key or
true.
anything.
No.
Hell, she
No.
could... Shit. I can lead her to the fucking tree. Okay.
Isn't it like a several-hour journey, though?
I
It was like
think
an hour
it was.
away.
Yeah,
or maybe it was
yeah,
like
it was-
10 minutes.
it-
Maybe it was like 10 minutes or something.
Oh, right.
No, it was a hike, but it wasn't
Like
crazy.
Yeah.
But
We do need to stop by that farmer and let him know that his massacre is complete.
Oh, yeah.
but
What was his name again?
Levin, I think.
Yeah,
Levin's Massacre.
Levin's Massacre.
The Levin massacre. No, wait, it's not that. Wait, it can't be Levin.
All I know is I haven't been able to memorize this name.
I know.
Every time, I just keep thinking Patton Oswalt the entire time.
Yeah, he was played by Patton Oswalt. Yeah.
I know, but that's the first name that comes to mind. I'm like, I forgot
It was
his-
Lepin. Lepin. Leppin. Leppin.
Yeah, Levin's
Lepin.
Massacre.
Lepin, yeah.
Leffen's Massacre.
Little did you know, on each body that Elk dragged out, there's Lepin's name carved into it.
okay. But Benson would like to instruct all these new guardsmen to grab whatever weapon they can from the fallen slavers and meet him in the yard.
So they grab the hatchets and knives and swords and whatever they have, and they take some of the weapons from the Scarlet Triad and stuff like
Yes.
that. So they go out to the yard, and you see some of them are like they're like two-handing a rapier.
Yeah. So Benson will take
can do it.
the rest of his night to give the best crash course he can on weaponry, defensive positioning, and if you are on this part of the wall and you see an enemy ship coming in that you do not understand, give out a yell, and it should be local knowledge that whenever a guardsman yells this, every free person should run to the smokehouse and barricade themselves in. You are the front line of your homeland. Defend it.
Yes, sir. Good.
And know that your vigilance, every day you wake up and you stand up on the wall and you are tired, know that your sacrifice means safety for the free people of this town.
They look at each other with like some security, and they with this sense of duty. It gives them some agency now. And they sort of look at each other and they're like, what should it be? And they go, what about, oh, I know. All right. I say insane in the membrane, and you say insane in the brain. That works really well.
Cypher's point, I feel like that just kind of works. Insane in the membrane.
Insane.
Goodness.
I had to bring it back.
Yeah, but Benson is doing, he's spending all of his time trying to, obviously he can't make them into a well-working group of soldiers, but he's going to do what he can with the time he has.
Wait a second, this sounds familiar, like when he was in the Ikuj village, and then all the kids were following Benson. He's recruiting.
Benson's going to have a militia of the simple farmer, fishermen, and children.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to have an army.
And you get a simplify obede, and you get a simplify obede.
Yeah, it's recruitment tactics. I mean, that's fair.
So you guys feel good at the end of the night. You get some nice old wine in you and some tasty meats. And Zerlila comes to you in the morning, and she just goes, before you guys leave, what are the chances you can go check out that boathouse? I'll see you guys next time.
Oh, man. God damn
it. Jake, we told you we're not doing it.
No,
Done.
It'd be a shame if all those children...
Hey, it's Timmy from the DPS. Are you a dice-obsessed goblin who also loves small biz? Looking to level up your dice game? Check out Greenleaf Geek. They offer an array of dice, including their artisanal handmade hologalactic set. It's star-studded, literally. Use offer code Dragon Punch Squad at checkout to save 10% off. And while you're there, you can opt to plant a tree, and every dollar given is matched by Greenleaf Geek. Save your party from certain doom, as well as our planet. That's Dragon Punch Squad, all caps, at checkout for 10% off. And we'll see you in the next episode.